All right, guys, our next guest is one of the most deadly women in all of mixed martial arts. She is the current Invicta Featherweight champion. She is the former Strikeforce Featherweight champion, and she is today on Submission Radio. Cris Cyborg, welcome to Submission Radio. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you all friends from Australia, and I'm very excited to talk a little bit about my career.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of your career, I mean, let's talk about the big news. You're going to be fighting at Invicta 10 on December 5th, and you're going to be cutting down to bantamweight, 135 pounds. It's very exciting. You know, what is that like for you, and why the decision to cut down to 135?
You know, after my last fight, Muay Thai fight, and I talked with my team, and we think I meet one nice guy. It's a very good guy. About dieting, and he's trying to help me, and for making 135. And we train hard. I almost 2 months in Thailand, and train Muay Thai and lose weight. Now I come back to the United States for make my camp train for my next fight December, and I try my best, you know, for all my fans. I want to make 135 for maybe make fight with Ronda Rousey.
Absolutely, Cris. And, you know, this is going to be your first time going down to bantamweight. I'm just wondering, if the cut goes well, are you planning on staying in bantamweight for a while? Or is it just a situation where you're looking to fight Ronda and then move back up to your natural weight class?
You know, for me, when I make 145, they're hard, you know, but I put my head ahead, and they have now professional my side, and he's told me we can make it, try, and I try my best. I want to be healthy, make 135, and I don't know how many times I can make 135, but I can say I try my best, make 135, and be strong, and I think December it's first fight I can see if I can still 135 or I have to back my weight class, but I'm not try.
Yeah, and we're definitely excited that you're trying. So you said you spoke to a gentleman, and he's going to be helping you. Did you speak to any doctors or anything like that? Did you get any more doctors' advice on how to safely make the weight cut?
Yeah, I work now with a diet coach. I know only last name him Aponte. He worked before with BJ when he champion, West champ, and worked with other guys from SC too. And I met him because my box coach J.D. Perillo introduced him for me, and we work together now almost 3 months. And he have 100% I will be healthy and strong 135 in December.
Absolutely, Cyborg. Now, we're just wondering, with the cut, how do you think you will perform? Obviously, it takes a lot out of you, like you've mentioned. Do you think you'll still be able to perform at the same level going down to 135?
You know, I do now. You know, we want to be like this. You know, I want to be the same for sure, and I will train. I have more 2 months for my fight in December, and I train good. I train very well, and I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay in December, and we make nice work for me beat Sam. You know, I cannot be 135, not Sam 145. I think I'll beat Sam. I have to. So I know. So I feel no good. Probably, you know, cannot no good make 135. You know, I can keep my weight class 145, but we try the best for me to beat Sam, because it's no nice, no deal, you know, no be nice 135. I have to be strong and Sam Cyborg to everybody watch.
Yeah, of course. One thing is, you know, it's a big deal when a fighter goes to a new weight class for the first time, and it gives you a lot of new things to think about. However, you don't know who your opponent is yet at Invicta 10. Is it stressful at all for you, knowing that you'll be going to a new weight class, but you don't know who the opponent is?
No, I don't know yet. I think I will know soon, but I don't know yet my next opponent.
Okay. Is it tough for you that you don't know who your opponent is and you're coming to a new weight class as well? Is it stressful?
You know, I train every day. I don't train only when I have fight. You know, I think you have to train every day and learn something, and because every day you have to learn and have new things every day, every single day. So I think you have to train every day, and when you close the fight, you make your camp for your next opponent. You study her, and I'm training. You know, I train every day, but as soon I will know who I will fight, and I study with my team, make a plan for the next fight. But for this 1 month, 45 days, it's okay. But you have to train every day, and for fight, you make specific training.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, you know, in terms of the whole, you know, training and everything, you say you've been training for 2 months. Where are you at the moment in your weight? Have you already started going down in weight?
You know, I'm cutting weight very well, and now I almost changed my diet again. And you are good. You're successful now, and I think I'll be okay in December, 135.
Absolutely, Chris. Now, you know, I just want to change the subject to, you know, the long layoff that you've had from MMA. Do you think that your return to Invicta in December, do you think there's going to be a bit of ring rust that you need to deal with going back in the octagon or in the ring in Invicta?
No, I think in December I don't have to prove anything for nobody. You know, I wanna make 135 because all my friends wanna watch. Once I make 135, I receive a lot of tweets and emails and everything because people giving me support, my fans. And you know, I will try inside the octagon the best, and for sure I try knockout all the time, and everybody know my fight. I like to be very aggressive and try the best. And I think if you lose or win, it's consequence. But always when I fight, I go inside the octagon. I want to make the best fight tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you very rarely disappoint. Your fights are always very exciting. Now, I wanted to ask you, Chris, it's no secret that you've spent your career at 145 pounds and now you're coming down to 135. Would you say that the reason is to get a future fight with Ronda Rousey?
No, 100%. I think because having more girls, 135 than 145. You know, if it's possible, now I make 135 and feel good and feel healthy. I think I can keep 135. I'll be happy because I can fight more times per year. You know, 145, have girls, but not have girls look like 135. And I think I have more opportunities for me. And for sure, if I make 135, for sure I want to fight Ronda Rousey, for sure.
Absolutely, Chris. Now, you and Ronda, you guys are the big fight that everybody wants to see. It's been building for such a long time. Tell us, what do you think about Ronda Rousey as a fighter, and how do you think her skills have progressed? Have you seen her latest fight, and are you impressed at all by what she's been able to do in the UFC?
You know, I think she's a good athlete, you know, and becoming better, and she's improving now her boxing and Muay Thai. She's becoming better. But I really think she's run from me when I'm Strikeforce champ. She's in my weight class 145, and she's run for 135 for cannot fight me, and she's try use my mistake for say she don't want to be UFC because heavy testing, doping test, but she's lie because I don't go for UFC because I have to cut for 135, and the time I talk to UFC, I'm no ready for this, you know, no ready for the drop 135, and I think she's keep talking, keep run, you know, and I think they make 135, she cannot run anymore because everybody, all the fans want to watch this fight, and I think the only way for to happen this fight and they can make she shut up, it's make 135.
Yeah, you're definitely right. It is definitely the fight that everybody wants to see. Now, let's talk, you know, obviously, if the fight happens, Her style is basically grappling, while yours is striking. What specific advantages do you see yourself having over Ronda, and how would you take the fight?
You know, I train stand-up, I train everything. I train stand-up, jiu-jitsu, I'm a brown belt with André Galvão, and I train wrestling, but I like this stand-up, you know. I cannot say, no, I go take down her, and no. I like this stand-up, and I think it's more exciting. I like knockout people, I like punch people, I like this stand-up, strike. But people think, she don't have jiu-jitsu. Man, I compete jiu-jitsu, and I twice champion world and purple belt. I get my brown belt 1 year, and I like compete wrestling. I like compete. The last fight I did Muay Thai. I think when you compete, you learn every day something. But always my fight, I like to stand up. But not because I don't have ground, because I think it's more exciting. You know, I think I like change punch, I like big boxing, and I like this. And with Ronda Rousey, man, I want to I want to knock out her for sure, and I try. But you know, you have to be ready for everything inside the octagon. You know, take down, I will be ready in ground. If I have opportunity, the submission her, I will. If I have opportunity to knock out her, I will. You know, it's game. You have to be ready for everything, and you'll be ready for everything when I fight her, for sure.
Now, Chris, you know, Ronda's been fighting in the UFC, which is, I suppose, the biggest stage in MMA for a long time now. And, you know, recently her striking coach said that she's one of the best female strikers in MMA. Obviously, the fans that know you know that you're an exceptional striker yourself. Do you think if it was a standing battle, Ronda Rousey would be able to hang in there with you in the striking department?
I think when you fight, when you champ, you have to be ready for everybody, everyone wanna fight you, you know. And for sure, if you have a belt, you have to be ready for defensive belt anytime. And for sure, she's have improved her stand-up. And I don't know, we have to see it soon.
And just one more question about the fight. You know, obviously Ronda, a lot of her victories come through her using her judo. How do you think you would be able to handle the judo? Obviously, you train in all sorts of grappling. How do you think would you be able to stop her judo?
You know, I start training with Featherweight and after gym with André Galvão. We train grappling, train judo, train submission. And we train, you know. For sure, I will be ready for fight. I have to be ready for judo. Her should have to be ready for my strike too. And let's go to the match. Let's go.
That's a great answer there. Now, Chris, you know, we speak about Ronda as a fighter, but now I just want to ask you about Ronda as a person. You know, Ronda was in Brazil recently, and she said some things about you that weren't the nicest comments, and it seems like she's had a lot of nasty things to say about you over this long rivalry that you guys have had leading up to this fight. So I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on Ronda as a person and not just an athlete?
You know, I hear about it, and I think sad. You know, she's going my country, and she's why she's no enjoy my country and see my people, you know, and she's to try speak bad things about me and my country, you know. She's no smart girl, because everybody there wanna watch me and her, and I don't think nice, you know. I live in the United States and never speak bad about her, and I wanna fight her, but I don't need speak bad things about her for me try put in better place. You know, I can do better this. And I think it's no cool this, but no problem. I think it's game. You know, I think she try make it my Brazilian fans stay with her or make this fight. I don't know what she's wanna do, but she's try put I think UFC try make shit more fun in Brazil, you know, and I should try speak bad about me for make more Brazilian fans. And I think she's planned her. But for me, it doesn't matter, you know. I think for me, no change. She can keep talk. For me, when she keep talk, I keep training. And this is my style. I don't like to speak too much. I like only training. And inside the octagon, we can do different. You know, I cannot talk, and we can fight. I think I have to fight inside the octagon, no outside, outside and interviews. You know, I think it's my style. You know, I respect style to her, but inside the octagon is different.
Absolutely. And would it be safe to say that, you know, if you guys do fight in the UFC, it will be one of the most emotional feelings you'll feel towards an opponent after all that trash talk, being able to actually fight Ronda in the octagon? And do you think any of that will affect you, any of the trash talk that Ronda has said leading up to this fight? Do you think it will affect you mentally at all going into the fight with her?
You know, I don't hate her, and she can keep talk, you know, no change anything, but I don't have anything personal with her, you know. I think it's everything professional. When I fight there, I fight somebody, you know. It's my work. I have to go over there and try my best and bring the belt for home. But I don't have anything personal. She can keep talk, no change, you know. And inside the octagon, one thing, outside different. I don't think it change anything. When I fight somebody in December and fight her, it's same. I don't hate her. I don't have nothing personal. It's professional.
Now, Cris, you know, you've got a lot of goals. You've already been the Strikeforce Featherweight Champion. You're the current Invicta Featherweight Champion. How important is it for you to become possibly the UFC Bantamweight Champion? And how soon do you think it'll be before we see you in the UFC?
I think all the athletes, all fighters, you know, have a dream to be UFC one day, because UFC now is a big event, the MMA event. And for me, I'd be glad, you know. I think if God wanna bless me about this, I will feel blessed, and I wanna keep training, and I don't know, and be waiting. I wait for this time.
Absolutely. And, you know, Cris, you mentioned that bantamweight has a lot of very good fighters. One of the fighters that's been getting a lot of attention is Betch Correia. She's another fighter in the UFC that wants to fight Ronda Rousey. I was just wondering, have you seen much of Betch, and do you think she's a threat to Ronda at all? And is she someone that you'd be open to fighting as well? Obviously, she's an upper contender over there in the division.
What name the other girl you talk about? Is Ronda Rousey the other girl? What name the other girl?
Betch Correia.
She's Brazilian.
Yeah.
I think I bet she's coming good, and I think she's good at strike. She's good in ground, and she's training Pitbull's gym in Brazil. And I think it's a great fight. I think she's ready for the fight. And she's coming, make a great fight, and she's won Shayna Baszler, won Jessica, you know, she's won already all team, the Ronda Rousey, 4 horses, and I think he's coming, only Ronda Rousey her next one, so she's finished.
Yeah. Now, Cris, we asked the fans, or we told the fans that you were coming on the show, and a lot of them sent in their questions. So we'll ask you a couple of questions that the fans sent in for you. Pacemaker Joe had a couple of good ones. He wants to know, are you watching The Ultimate Fighter with all the ladies on the season, and who do you think will win?
You know, I don't watch. I really have to watch. I'm in Thailand when it starts. And you know, I know Penny, Jessica Penny.
Yep.
I know a lot of girls there, Jessica Penny, Carla, and I don't know, but I think I can stay with Penny because I know her. She's training Ruka with me, and I keep with her.
Now the Night Fox would like to know, Cris, who has been an inspiration for you as an athlete when you were going into MMA? Who do you look up to in MMA?
Before I'm a player handball, and I'm athlete. I'm start 12 years old, and when I was 19, I play handball with the guys, and one guy had one guy asked, he black belt Muay Thai from shooter box. He looked me and he asked me, you like Muay Thai fights? I said no. Then he's gave me card, and from shooter box he say me, I think you can be great fighter. And all the time when he see me my training, he asked me, you go see my gym, and I never go to gym. And one time I try, and he trained Muay Thai, and in 6 months I did my first fight, and I lost. I stopped training handball. I stopped training run competitions before I did, and I started doing MMA, and I lost because inside of time don't have rules. You know, you can have rules, but not have a red card. Look like handball, and I lost. I think I'm born to be fired, and I'm glad because Jesus put His in my life. He has told me this because He not say anything for me. I don't think I'll be fighter one day. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah.
Now, I've got a question from Pacemaker Joe. He wants to know, how has your training changed and how has your diet changed in order to drop down to 135?
My changing my condition training, cardio, my food, my dieting, and I think I change more this, but the technical training keep the same, but the training, the diet, and the food, it's different.
Absolutely, and we've got a question here from Conebone69. Conebone would like to know, what's your relationship like with Dana White? You know, potentially you'll be going to the UFC. Have you guys spoken much before, and what's your relationship like?
I saw him a couple of times, and when we start work with Strikeforce, I met him, and no speak too much, only maybe 10 words. I think I have to talk 10 words already. I don't know. And you have not too much. But I don't have any problems, you know. And when I Strikeforce champ, he talks to me, say he's, I like my work, my fight, and a couple words, not too much.
Okay, fair enough. Now, Chris, we're going to do something that we call the Submission Radio Tap Out Round. It's a bit of fun. We ask you some fun questions about yourself, and basically just tell us the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready, but I don't know if I win this game, but that's okay. Let's go.
Okay, these are easy. What is Cris Cyborg's favorite food?
Sushi.
What's the hardest part of training?
Dieting.
Now, you touched on this a little bit earlier about your story about handball. So how young were you when you knew you wanted to be a professional fighter?
19.
Who is a fighter that you've always looked up to?
Again?
Who's a fighter that you've always liked? A fighter in MMA? Someone that inspired you?
Fedor Emelianenko. And the rest of us.
Now, what does Cris Cyborg do to relax?
Walks in the beach with with my dog, or run.
Have you seen The Expendables 3, and what did you think about the movie?
I don't watch.
Now, Chris, you had a very exciting fight against Gina Baszler. Are you interested in a rematch, possibly?
Yeah, for sure.
Chris, will you continue to fight in kickboxing, or will you focus on MMA full time now that you're going to be making your bantamweight debut in December?
You know, when I think my focus is MMA. but I like competing other things, you know, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, because when I compete, I learn more. I have more experience because I don't like training, I don't like fighting only one time, twice per year. You know, I like fight more, and for keeping motivated, training, and I want to have a possibility to continue training and fight other things. I want to still fight Muay Thai and wrestling, jiu-jitsu, because my contract with Invicta, I can fight not only MMA, I can fight other things too, and they make me happy. I like this.
Awesome. Now, Cris, what sort of music do you listen to?
I like gospel music and I like rapper, and different times I listen to different kind of music.
Cris, do you have any secret talents that we don't know about?
Secret talent. I don't know. You have to ask my friend. I don't know.
They'll remain a secret.
But everything I do try my the best. No one train for fight. To do something
Yeah, of course.
for me, you know, I try be better than can.
Yep. Now, Cris, you fought some of the best women in the world, you know, over your career, you know, like Marloes Coenen, Finney, you know, Gina Carano, even Shayna Baszler. In your career so far, what has been your favorite fight?
I think that's Gina Carano the best fight, I think, because you know before no one don't have the belts for girls in MMA, and Strikeforce first time have the history, two girls main card and the both belts. I think this fight is important about this, and they open the door for all girls. And I think if I do Gina Carano, I think it's a big promotion.
Absolutely, guys. Now, Cris, thank you so much for coming on to Submission Radio for the interview. We're very excited to watch you in December to make your debut in Invicta. And all the best with your cut. We'll make sure that we'll stay in touch with you to find out how it's all going.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. Thanks for everybody listening to me. And I'm sorry my English. I try to improve. I try learning every day so I can talk with fans and give you more interviews so people know about me more, not only inside the octagon. And people follow me. I fight December. And follow me Twitter. Any question, I answer. And thanks so much. And see you soon.
The pleasure was all ours, Cris. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.